can't believe my eyes. What?
Early 20s, especially when I became a personal trainer, I was going through this phase in my life where training became the most important thing to me. My job was incredibly average, my relationships were incredibly average. The one thing that I could focus on as far as self-development was training, and it was the gym. So you reach plateaus. I didn't know how to follow a proper training program. I didn't know what I should be getting from it. Men are very proud. We're very unlikely to knock on the door for professional advice. And for most men, injecting a vial of testosterone into their butt would be a more macho way of pushing through than it would be to seek advice from another man who's a coach who knows how to get you stronger.
So walk me through it. When did steroids come into the picture?
I suppose it's important to note that I only planned to do one cycle. Then I came off, recovered a bit, and I was like, oh, maybe just one more. It's only another 12 weeks. And then there was the third time, and every time it was almost like I was taking a little holiday. I was like, I'm gonna say no to going out with the boys, and I'm gonna work on myself. But coming off, it didn't feel like a relief. It didn't feel like, oh, I'm glad it's over. It kind of felt like, oh, that 12 weeks went quick. One of the interesting things about steroid use is with most drug use and abuse, people have negative connotations with how you look. So we have films, portrayals of, this person's a cokehead. And he's like, on edge all the time. There's not many drug use or abuse issues where you get complimented so much. It took me to the point that I had one cycle where I don't know if it was the batch, I don't know if it was the advice, I don't know what it was, but my face was holding water. I would get very red if I went in the sun for more than 5 minutes. And I was like, I'm not burnt, it was my blood pressure. I didn't feel healthy, I wasn't sleeping well, I didn't feel good. And the last cycle was the first time in my life that when I stopped taking it, I got the compliments. And that was when I decided, I'm out. If I couldn't have kids when I was older, how would I feel? Would it have been worth it? If I had a heart problem or had to have a heart bypass before I was 60, would it be worth it? If you can't honestly say, yes, it was worth it, you need to stop the actions now.
In terms of advice that you have for young men who might be seeing all these incredibly ripped physiques on Instagram, TikTok that may not be realistic, what advice do you have for them? When
the majority of physiques that we're exposed to are through digital avenues, that portrays a reality for people as to how they should look. A lot of young men are doubling down on this notion that if they get really, really muscular and strong, the rest of their problems will go away. I assure you, that's not going to be the case. For so many men, I think they need to be told this is just a phase. Don't make stupid mistakes now that you could be paying off for the rest of your life.